Resting heart rate can provide some good data for predicting death, not only cardiovascular disease, but deaths from all causes. According to some meta-analyses, the death rate increases by 9% for every increase of 10 beats per minute during rest. What is meant here is that if the heart rate is at 45 beats per minute, the risk of death is much lower than if it is 100 beats per minute, then the risk is much higher. So you have to monitor your resting heart rate to get an idea of your health status, and to be able to do something to lower it. Let's figure out the things that enable you to strengthen your vagal tone and improve your resting heart rate naturally. Continuous and regular exercise. Physical activity enhances vagal tone, which is a vagal nerve response that is engaged at rest and decreases the heart rate. When exercise is done on a regular basis, the benefits become much more numerous. Exercise helps to lower harmful cholesterol levels in the blood, and aids in the dilation of tiny arteries, which reduces blood pressure. It then increases sugar absorption, lowering the risk of diabetes while increasing blood levels of good cholesterol, both of which prevent artery clogging. Adequate and good sleep. The effects of sleep on the coronary arteries are still being studied, but we do know that lack of sleep is associated with risk factors for heart disease. On a regular basis, you require 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Getting enough sleep is vital not only for your energy levels, but also for your heart health. Before you fall asleep, your body sends autonomic signals that include increased parasympathetic, vagal, activity and decreased sympathetic drive. This adds to a slower heart rate. As you might expect, a slower heart rate produces calm and, eventually, sleep. Regular fasting. Regular fasting and improved heart health can be linked to how the body metabolizes cholesterol and sugar. Fasting on a regular basis can help lower the level of bad cholesterol. Fasting is also known to benefit the way your body processes sugar. This can help you avoid being overweight or developing diabetes, both of which are risk factors for the heart and lower quality of the vagus nerve and parasympathetic nervous system. Reducing carbohydrates. The combination of a low-carb diet and fasting strengthens the parasympathetic nervous system, and transports a person to a state of recovery and calm. We eat less sugar when we cut down on carbohydrates. Refined sugar depletes two things that keep the heart rate at an appropriate level. The first one is potassium, which is an essential mineral in helping to lower the heart rate, and its deficiency may cause it to go high. Eating sugar and refined grains in abundance is one of the reasons for potassium deficiency. So you have to get it from food, from supplements, or through a lot of salads. The second one is vitamin B1, whose insufficient presence in the body may lead to a high heart rate. This vitamin is depleted by excessive intake of refined sugars, which leads to damage to the eyes, kidneys and heart, especially in people with diabetes and hyperglycemia. Reducing exposure to stress and anxiety. Blood pressure rises as a result of stress and anxiety, which causes cortisol levels to rise, raising blood pressure and heart rate. Frequent blood pressure spikes weaken the heart muscle and may eventually lead to coronary disease. Vitamin D. Vitamin D is one of the most effective blood pressure and heart rate reducers, and a lack of it in the body may be the cause of excessive heart rate. A number of studies in recent years have found that low vitamin D levels may predispose the body to high blood pressure, congestive heart failure, and chronic blood vessel inflammation. The vagus nerve, which controls heart rate, is a very long nerve that originates from the brainstem and passes through many different organs, including the heart and its blood vessels, all of which control the heart rate. This vagus nerve is under the control of the parasympathetic nervous system, which is associated with rest and digestion, and is an active signal in the body that reduces things and helps in their recovery. The faster the heart rate drops after vigorous exercise or exertion, the stronger the vagal tension in the vagus nerve, as well as the parasympathetic nervous system, which lowers the heart rate. Measuring the heart rate should be done at rest without anything happening that might affect it, or after taking medications that lower it. The resting heart rate is one indicator and does not reflect the whole picture, but you have to take it into account. You can do it at any time you want and without cost, just using your 2 fingers while looking at the clock, and noting the number of strikes per minute.